English is my fourth language. I learned Cape Verdean Creole in Cape Verde. That's the main language that is spoken amongst people in Cape Verde. And then when you go to school, they teach you Portuguese, which is, and then after arriving to the United States, because I couldn't learn English right away, I taught myself how to speak Spanish. It was close and similar to Portuguese, so I found myself more able to speak that. And then after that, I was able to learn English. Hi, my name is Jessie Barbosa. I am a community liaison officer, trooper with Massachusetts State Police. I've been with the Massachusetts State Police for 2 years now. Before being a trooper, I was a victim witness advocate for the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office. I came from Cape Verde, which is 10 islands from the west coast of Africa, with my mother and siblings. I arrived to this country at the age of 13. I didn't know any English, so I had to learn a new language and then adapt myself to a new culture. I've always been very passionate about criminal justice. From a young kid, I remember 8 years old, I used to sit on the couch in Cape Verde and I would watch CD films of 24 that would be sent to me from the States, from my cousins. For those who don't know, 24 is like a crime show where they try to solve a crime in 24 hours. And after that, coming to the United States, every time there was some sort of a safety day in school or like any safety activities, I was always like really eager to learn because I wanted to be able to help people. A person that played a huge part into me deciding to become a state trooper was my aunt. My aunt was a police officer in Cape Verde, and she was killed in the line of duty. So when I made a decision of becoming a state trooper or going into law enforcement, she was one of the persons I thought of. And every time I put on my uniform and I wear my badge, I always think of her and the sacrifice that she made that day. Other than her, working for the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office, and a lot of the times I came across victims who felt like their story and their suffering wasn't getting across because of the language barrier. I felt that I wanted to be out there assisting people and making sure that their word and their story is being heard. I remember when I got my acceptance letter to college, I felt excited and I was also scared. It would be like the first time being away for a long period of time from my mother. I remember her telling me, like, you don't drink at home, you don't do drugs at home, don't go and do it over there. I come from a very strict family, and it's been instilled on me to follow rules, to follow the guidelines, to follow the law. I remember like the first week of college was like parties every other day, and it was just overwhelming. There was so much going on, so much being put in front of me so fast. I had to choose classes. I had to sign up for clubs. There was a whole orientation. And then at the same time, you have to make friends. You have to fit in. And then you have to go to these parties and you have to do what the friends do. It was all very overwhelming. I went to a college party with one of my friends, and I thank God till this day that I didn't drink, because I was left there. I was left at that party by myself, and I remember like thinking to myself, what am I gonna do? And I didn't know the area, and thank God I had a phone with me at the time, and I was able to find my way back to my dorm. by using the GPS. Don't know what would have happened that day if I hadn't made the smart decision not to drink, and not to put myself in positions that would put me in harm's way. I observed several instances where students were getting blacked out, drunk, and there was instances where sexual assaults were being reported. There was also little to no information provided because of substance abuse being involved. And seeing all of that happen, I was terrified. I was like, this could happen to me. This could happen to my sister, which is younger. I want to set an example. This could happen to my roommate. This could happen with any one of my friends. I would want us to have different things to fall on, different guides for safety to follow on. One of the things I did, basically got my club to partake on the RAD program that the campus police offers. That was a successful event. A lot of the female students in the club that I was a part of participated, and they got like a certificate of completion. At the end of that, they learned several skills to protect themselves, not only if they were to be under the influence, but if they were going out at night on campus. Just different tips to be secure and protect themselves and defend themselves in case of an assault, either on campus or outside of campus. They were also taught what to do and what not to do in case they see that one of their friends at a party is not feeling well or not doing so well. Should they call the police? Yes, call the police. Never feel scared to call the police because they're there to help you. You are gonna partake. Do it in a safe manner. Have a plan in place, especially if you're going to go to, let's say, an off-campus party. Share your location with a trusted friend. If you're going to be driving, take turns being a designated driver. Have a plan to getting home before you go out. If you're going to go out, stick to well-lit areas. And if you're going to go in groups, come back in groups. If you're at a party and you are drinking, make sure that you don't put your drink down. And if you are gonna have that drink and you put it down, don't go back to it. Don't drink that drink because you never know what has been put inside that drink. And also know that someone can't legally consent if they're drunk or high. Get to know what really means consent for you. And always know that you can always change your mind, especially if you're intoxicated. It's always okay to change your mind. And once you change your mind and you say no, no is no. If that's what it means to you, that's what consent means to you. At any point, you or a friend is in danger, you can call 911, you can call the police and ask for help. Most campuses have policies in place that if you're trying to help a friend, you will not get in trouble. It's better not to wait, because when you do wait and something is dangerous or somebody is passed out to the point that you find that their state is dangerous, then if you wait, it could be worse. A lot of my friends in college began coming out with like different signs. Like if I was in the end of the room and my friend was in the other end of the room, we were to always like glance over and make sure that they're okay. Because when you're intoxicated and when you're under the influence, it will be harder to be able to stop something and control something. So it's very important to keep that in mind. There isn't a shot called the angel shot. There's no drinks called that. If a female felt uncomfortable in a situation or felt like something wasn't right, she would go up to the bartender and ask for an angel shot. And then the bartender would then know that there's no such drink, and that what she really means is that she needs help. The bartender would then ask the person whether they need a an Uber or if they need the police. And those are different things that you should get yourself informed in so that you can stay safe and keep your friends safe. I still share my location with my best friend. I'll probably be 80 years old and they'll still have, if I live that long, they'll still have my location. I'll still have my location shared with someone I trust, because you never know when that's going to save you.